$1.7 million over the last 2 years. United Way money, we think it was a high of $800,000 X number of years ago. Chris, that's not right. To currently 125, to basically United Way telling us that money is gone. So you look at revenue and you look at contributions, and this is a lot of money obviously to make up in a short period of time.
It's been a challenging time to be on the board, but a rewarding time to be on the board because we're it's a very difficult period in our history because the economy is changing and the economic landscape in which we're operating is debilitated, so to speak. But even though we're having difficulty, I sense the strength of the organization coming through.
When I was a youngster, I've got a tough break, and I always say this, that lots of people get tough breaks. It's not exclusive of Paul McDonald. I'm not the only guy in the world that ever got a tough break. But I lost my parents. And I was fortunate enough, after I spent a little time in a home for Catholic boys, I had an aunt and uncle who came and met me and took care of me. Quite frankly, they were a good woman, very strong woman, and became a mother to me in every way. Took us in, but we didn't have much. And we used to sort of kind of like keep ahead of the landlord. They'd knock on the door, we'd move. So while lots of us have roots, I really never had any roots. I had sort of acquaintances, different neighborhoods. I lived over in Providence, all over the city. Maybe that's why it made me a little bit successful in getting elected to offices within the unions. But the truth of the matter is, while I didn't have any roots, I had one spot that I used to gravitate to. I always used to, no matter what neighborhood I was living in, I always ended up back down at the Alumni Boys Club.
A club member from age 7 to 17, and so it meant different things as I got older. As a small kid, it was a place to go to have fun, to learn how to swim, to learn how to play basketball, to learn how to play pool, ping pong, all the important skills in life. And then as I got older, it became more of a place to go to develop a sense of belonging, to develop a sense of confidence in myself. I started to value more, I think, that the input from adult leadership there, the staff, who kind of brought out some of the things that made me a more confident person today.
I've been attending the Boys and Girls Clubs of Providence for about 10 years. I started when I was a little kid at the age of 6, and now I'm 17. So the club has just been a great place for me, and it has been considered to be a second home. I come from, like many of the kids you see in this building today, a disadvantaged household, a single parent household, and the club has just helped raise me throughout my years. The club has helped instill in me integrity, honesty, and the overall mission of the club is just to be a positive place for kids. And throughout attending the club has been just that.
John and Nicole and Dave and I have been participating in the Boys and Girls Clubs of America Advanced Leadership Program. We've been going to Atlanta and working on this alumni project. And so we're here today to teach you about that and also kind of show you where the project fits into kind of the overall scheme of the organization, why it's important now, and what needs the project is going to address.
57% of the alumni stated the club saved their life. 91% of adults now are very satisfied with their current situation, and 85% said that they've actually learned sort of right from wrong, partially with the experience of the club. So a light sort of dawned and said, well, look, there seems to be all this great reservoir of goodwill from adults who used to be members of the organization. So, you know, kind of adopting the college university model, where, you know, you value and you take credit for high-profile alums at any college university like Tom Ryan at CBS. You know, URI is the first one to come out and say, look, he went to URI, look what a success he's been. He's, you know, CEO of one of the largest companies in the world. And they want to take some, you know, some credit for that success. So why shouldn't we do that? And I don't know about you, you know, but when I went to college, I, you know, enjoyed the experience, but didn't save my life. So you think about the impact and the reservoir of goodwill that's out there, it's sort of untapped. And can we tap into that?
Make the shot. You'll be wide open. Matter of fact, you'll be so wide open you'll drive a truck through that.
This dream in which I swam with dolphins in open sea, a transparent blue. Maybe you dreamt it too. And on the earth, the trees grew heavy with blossoms, the rainforest.
I want to pursue business and law, and eventually become a corporate lawyer.
Nice. All right, and then you're going to give all your money to the Boys and Girls Club, of course.
Sure. As an alumni.
Those alumni out there who the club impacted greatly, who just moved on with their life, and that kind of put the club's meaning for them in the back of their mind and kind of moved on. Maybe they moved away, maybe they live elsewhere, and they haven't been asked to come back, or they haven't been asked for support. And I think if we can reach out to those alumni and ask them to help, you know, it'll immediately trigger the reaction. You know, we're going through a capital campaign to build a new club in Oneyville. And I started to mention that to anybody that I see from those days, and I do see them in the community. This is, you know, in Rhode Island, that's the unique thing about us, that we see each other all the time. And everybody I mention it to has been supportive, wants to help, you know, wants to contribute. So, you know, that's just one example in my own experience, and I'm sure we can duplicate that hundreds of times over.
Quite frankly, need more help than I have. There's lots that we can do besides just the money. But don't forget, if you got any money, cough it up.
And on that note...